Hey everybody, this is Joshua Johnson, Johnson Boss on DB and Discords, and today I'm here with a special guest, BlackxSanji, Brandon Crank, Blue Bandit 12, the legendary. Uh, there he is. We're here to celebrate a top yesterday. You want to tell us what you topped?
Yeah. There was Frazier had his circuit series, the 1K tournament. Made it to top four and got knocked out by a good buddy of mine, Eggera,
Kind
Sasha
of
Eggera.
frenemy, right? Not full
Friend of me,
friend, not full
yeah. He
enemy.
kind of the enemy right now. I got 48 more hours to complain. So
Yep, understandable. But congrats to him because he went on to win as well, and he's got a
yeah,
video over on our friend He Chang's channel to go watch too. Um, but yeah, I was excited. You were just killing the ladder all day. You'll see later in this video for everyone watching. We play in Swiss, and Crank Swifts me very quickly.
it was fake.
It was so fast. You just killed me.
But yeah, it was cool, man.
So it was good. But I always like to do these videos. As if you've watched any of the previous ones, we like to go through like the deck list really quickly, and then just dive into the replays and talk through the plays as we go, step by step, to kind of talk about our thoughts and whatnot there. So let's go ahead and dive in then to the list here directly. If you want to take the lead and just talk through the list structure
Yeah.
and anything unique that you feel like is worth talking about.
Yeah, we're back at 43. It's been a while. The old GB 43, or as we call it in 2026, the JC 23, the Johnson Crank. If y'all don't know, Josh went in with nearly identical list, but we just had like some small differences. Like I really like Cold Wave. I'll never stop making Rescue Cat ride Cold Wave. And I think I was like a chariot or something like that. Just like some small differences that he would triple compose. We are triple D prison is something that just didn't really not something I normally do. I mean, I feel like two is typically enough, but I mean, honestly, three felt amazing. Like always, just having one available, and then I think there was a scenario like maybe in this tournament, or it could have been like the whatever ladder before, but I had three. Two are already out, and I think the dude might have thought that I was out of them, but yeah, the third came up, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
That
outside of that, man, it's just GB 43. It's one of the few decks you can do this and still be optimal.
Yeah, the three prison happened to me in a game. I was like 8 to 10 cards deep, and I prisoned him a third time on something that he just shouldn't have attacked, and he
Mm-hmm.
was just like, "Well, I just didn't think it was the third prison," which is
That's
fair.
exciting.
It's fair. It's like even if he knows I run the three, like having it in the first 10 is crazy.
Yeah, I think
Um,
you're the only reason I did third prison as well too, just because you were just like, I've been liking it. So like, I was like, whatever, I'll try it out because me, I'm a triple compulse guy. If I'm gonna do triple anything, it's
yeah.
gonna be triple compulse. But
Well,
not this time.
I did come away from the tournament liking the third because the only change in my list, like you said, basically third compulse in the main and cold wave in the side for me, and then a oppression swapped in for the third chariot. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I still came away thinking I really like the third compulse more than the third prison, but I ran three of each of them, so it was fine.
Yeah.
um, I think the only real philosophical difference is the number of sweepers at 43 is like a really like inflection point in my
Mm-hmm.
opinion. Like 5 versus 4 on 43. Like if we are at 44, I feel more strongly that 5 is correct, and I just kind of felt like saying I'll side into to the fifth, where
Yeah.
games 2, 3, where they're definitely more important anyways. But yeah, I
Uh-huh.
think.
I'm a little greedy
I
in
mean, I
that
like a
realm.
good cold
I
wave
want all
too.
of them.
I think a lot of this is like fairly standardized now. I feel like for us, at least
Mm-hmm.
as we view it. Um, I mean, the Prisma Stratus engine is what it is. We're going to see it do some work in the replays. Do you want to talk briefly about the double quest versus like single
Yeah.
Darius stuff?
Oh yeah, double quest. I don't know what the hell going on, but double quest is right. Don't get twisted. The people we seen do well, and I have great success with single quest. Shout out those guys, Murray and Jake. They know what they're doing. But I mean, double quest recycling cards in a deck that's a deck like this one, where it's not an incredibly powerful deck, like inherently, but recycling cards is just really important. Single Darius is just, I mean, he's a power play, so double Darius, I mean, I can always get behind it, but it never came up. I mean, it's marginal, but like I think it never comes up. I never have a problem with that. But double Sam, I mean, I think you gotta have that. You can't ever have a dead cat, honestly. And honestly, double Sam's just so good to get around. Like if you make your reads right, you know, you need to get around like an individual, like a singular card stopper or something like that, or a singular card removal. Double Sam is really good. But yeah, and I'm not gonna play 43 and not have a Stratos.
Yep. Yeah, we almost played 40, right? Weren't we talking about playing 40? And then we were like,
Yeah,
we got to put Strat Pack back in.
yeah,
And
you gotta have Strat Pack, man.
and then we pushed it to
I think it's too
43
good.
for it, for the e-call and the Strat. Yeah, I mean, I agree. And my only assessment too with the double Sam, I definitely think you need either two Sam or two Darius. I'm not even bringing two Equests in the equation because it's just too obvious at this point. Like I'm not even considering not one Equest at this point. There's way too many games. I'm just sitting there like cycling Equests back and forth, and losing one of them is just not not good. It's just, you can't do it.
Yeah. There's a game or something like one of the late ones or something like that we lost. It might have been a top game or lost both Equests and it just felt kind of awkward, honestly.
Yeah, not being able to replenish like a chariot or something all of a sudden is very different. Like to play. So I just agree with it. This GB lineup. I feel very strongly is as close to correct as I've probably ever felt. If you want to play the second Darius, you could go to one Sam, or you can increase the deck size too, maybe. Yeah, this is where I'm at. I mean, I think our spells are pretty straightforward. You want to say about Shrink? How you feel about Shrink and Smash
Shrink?
lately?
I love Shrink and Smash. I mean, it's just Smash. I mean, like I've recently actually been kind of going back and forth on Smash or not. Like as of recent, just like trying it, not like in the main because like I mean, is it necessary? Maybe, maybe not. But it's already really good going second card, and it's just like easy removal in the deck, but we need to get stuff out of the way. And then you know, same with Shrink. You know, anything damage step trick, any damage step trick kind of card is just very powerful. And Shrink is one of the few like natural outs to Stardust.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. I agree with that. And I also just the other Shrink note is, which I mean, everyone's gonna always say it, but it's like kind of odd bridge into bottomless protection too, is like really relevant. Like not many cards have that type of like help you clear big monster and also protect a monster through a bottomless. So like the fact that there's like weird, like unique overlapping coverage in a card is always an interesting thing to me. And Shrink does well, and I think Shrink at ones is really I've liked it for a while as well, and I'm glad. I think it's two feels too many, it feels too much really fast in my experience, and one just always feels kind of good.
I love it.
I mean, the rest of this is just very straightforward. We already talked a little about Compulse Prison. Everything is just fairly obvious there. Going to the side, obvious on Gores, I feel like. Consecrated Lights, obvious. Anything you want to talk about in the side deck?
I guess the only thing is like you see the econ. I mean, I don't know if everybody does, but I mean econ's like God card in the mirror. Like I think personally, the world champ will disagree with me, but I think econ's kind of better than Brain in the mirror.
What has he done? What has he done lately? We can't.
Hey, what's that guy know? He doesn't know.
We can't even trust him. I haven't heard his
utility,
name in like
man.
3
I
months.
just like it. It's so fast. It's a fast card. It does a number of things. You know, it's a tricky little card. And honestly, when I looked at the lineup, I was definitely going to have like a Brain and two econs in there if the lineup of the or the player pool when I looked at it had any notable GB folks in it outside of you know or a number of notable GB folks because I didn't expect a lot of mirrors. So I was like, I'll probably be fine right here.
Yep, that makes sense. And would you have probably dropped Lim or the third chariot? Probably Lim, I'm guessing.
I'll probably drop Lim personally because I'm not a no third chariot guy. I just like seeing that early in the matchup. I like it.
Yeah, that's fair. I actually didn't even realize I didn't have third chariot until like the 6th round yesterday.
I thought that was intentional. I was like, you know what he doing?
It was from a list from a while ago where I was like, fuck it, I'll just test it out. And it just whenever I cloned it to like make this one, and it just wasn't in the list. That's like literally the whole explanation. But I just thought it was funny. And I played a lot of like third chariot matchups, and I never really felt like it hindered me all that much.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay, cool. Well, that's the list. So let's dive into the replays. Not World Championship. I cloned this. I'll fix this. Live fix here.
So
I am
foreshadowing.
nerd. Yeah, foreshadowing 2026.
Yeah.
Get series 7.0 Swiss top 4. So we got the list there. We'll share this document later too. Let's dive into. We have 7 rounds of Swiss, which you went 7-0 in, and then a top 8 cut as well. 66 players, I believe, were in the tournament. So, you honestly a decent amount of like solid names. I feel like Jonouchi's very good on zombies. You play him twice.
Yeah.
I mean, Rognach and Allisdair. We obviously have the GB matchup.
Frog guys, yeah.
But like they're so fucking good on frogs.
GB
just
god.
kick my ass here. Nope. ColdMadness. I think generically good player. I can see him do well a lot. Randomly on Spaceships is interesting. And then Eggera is frenemy number 1. There'll be some fun replays to go over. But let's go ahead and start with Rognach in round 1. And dive right in. So we get a nice little win. What about these horses, man? You got some horses in your mailbox?
Yeah, man. He got me he sold me an ultimate level 8 and my last ultimate level 6 I needed, which level 8 is actually really hard to come by. So shout out, Cormac.
Shout out Cormac. Thank you, man. The frog man himself. So opened bottomless. I mean, we assume he's on frogs. This all makes sense to me. Not a lot to think about there. I feel like you could justify prison or bottomless. Bottomless, I would prefer by a small margin.
Yeah, just in case it's like some kind of open.
Yeah, maybe he does like randomly Blackwings or something. But
yeah,
there is. I guess the only other thing is, and actually the way he does play it is pushing through a bottomless with Unifrog, I believe. So maybe there's something you said about prison too, but I don't know. Yep. So he goes there.
Yeah, it's kind of
bottomless, and then he immediately goes to Lad.
Yeah, and as soon as I saw Lad, I was just like, oh, Lad. But I mean, my hand was already deep prison and shrink, so I'm just like, I'm probably good in either way. So.
Yep. Yeah, because either way,
he's not gonna do anything. Yeah, he's just gonna attack me. Like, what else is he gonna do?
Right. Yep. Either way, you had him chain. You had the chain structure already to out the Lad without a special summon, which is pretty good.
I think I opt for both traps here.
Yep.
Versus the shrink.
I don't know if I feel strongly about that. You losing your shrink because he's not going to have bottomlesses most likely. So I don't know. The speed of shrink to overcome, like if he happens to put a monarch out there or something like that, is probably pretty good to have in hand still. So I think this is fine. Mirror Force Chainlink 1, so Prison Chainlink 3, so that we banish it. And here's some payoff directly with the shrink.
Shrink, yeah. The only reason I kept it is because of the quick play spell, to be honest.
And we hadn't seen the plant yet either. Like this plant, we saw 1 for 1, but we're not assuming blown fires when they 1 for 1.
Yeah.
One thing I saw when you did this, when I was watching it the first time, did you at all consider attempting to Tiger a quest before shrinking? To try and go to Sam Knight?
I didn't think of Sam Knight at all. I did just think of is the Tiger even necessary? I mean, I probably would have figured out the GB that I was going to pick after, depending on kind of what he does. But I just felt like, I mean, at worst, he just tributes and negates, and I just at the time didn't really feel like that was the best move right there. Because I thought he's not going to do shit to shrink, is the thing. I just don't think he's going to do anything to shrink. And just let the guy die or something like that, or if he does tribute, whatever, somebody's getting out of the way.
Yeah, and if you go,
if he didn't tribute, because it's better to not to, obviously there.
Right, and if you Tiger into Sam Knight and then you shrink, which is what you would have to do, I think there's a decent chance then he negates the shrink with Titanial.
To not have the search,
and then you don't get the search, so then you just burn Tiger. A worse player might not catch that, but I think Rognach's going to catch that.
Oh yeah.
So that's. Definitely fair. It was the first thing that crossed my mind, but I think this is the more correct way to do it. or else you risk just tossing Tiger away for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Dust Shoot's pretty nice.
Really good here.
So one thing, I'm confused what we do here, because you end up using a Tiger here.
Yeah, what do you have again? What's that background?
Wing Blast.
Oh yeah. What did I tag into here? Let's just see.
Let's see. Bestiary to pop it.
Oh, I think I wanted him to spend the card or to use the card because I know what he has left. Like it's nothing they can do with any of my monsters. I think I just wanted him to use it to see what he pitches there.
Yep.
And then just sit on whatever with the cherry. Because like what is like in my opinion is like what he's gonna draw.
Yeah, I guess that's true because you're thinking I can Gazaris anything because you know you're drawing Laquari next here,
Correct.
but you also didn't attack. I don't think.
I think I didn't attack it. No, I attack. I just don't attack. Yeah.
No, you didn't attack.
Bro, maybe I fucked up.
And I think this is probably a turn that I don't know because I think in the end like I would lean just if we know it's Wing Blast, just attack. One of them goes to Bestie and then we figure it out from there.
Yeah.
And then we still have Tiger. Is probably where I would end up personally.
Yeah, I was like minorly distracted the first game or the first match for sure, but
yeah,
I guess I just forgot to attack this crazy.
But it's all good. I was just curious when I saw that. He had a ton of discard because we also see Karma Cut here. He was trying to bait Gazaris. Give me that cherry. Yeah.
This is just bad for him at this point.
No, he's just fairly, I think, cooked.
Probably. GB stuff. Don't have heavy. Here he comes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Karma Cut.
Oh, yeah. Karma's a bitch. Should have known better. Yeah, this is just straightforward.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, there's nothing like that much in those. All those turns were just like inevitability. It felt like kind of.
Too much motion.
I'm pretty much always gonna do this too.
I'm gonna do it too. I was just like, is Rognach so like that could actually be something that's just about to like fuck this up? And I'm like, whatever. I got 2 Tigers and like this is my strongest play, and I have an option to get hurt Jerry at turn 1. So like, I'm taking it.
Yeah.
And sure enough, there it was.
Yeah, I agree. But this is what you gotta do.
Blow it up. Don't care what you search.
Yeah, and now he needs essentially 4 spells.
Yeah.
For us
He's
to
gotta have like
feel
the hand to make this work.
Which he did at Worlds. I'll give him that.
He did. Creature swap, baby.
Did you side Stratos out?
I sided Stratos out, and I was like, oh yeah, this would be really cool right now with my hurt. But I did Stratos out.
Normally Stratos with Hurk in hand is like one of my favorite things.
It's so good, man.
It's just like, oh my god, 1800 damage and a monster. Yeah. It's crazy. 1800 burn spell with a monster in hand.
Yeah, like you don't lose anything. free 18.
Game.
But yeah, I shot him out just because it wasn't like Hero Frog.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then we hit the sub here, right? So that the Unifrog can't just pop our chariot for free.
Basically, I was just waiting on what he was going to lead with.
Yep. And now we win. Outside of Fader, we win here because I think we do this. We Gazaris.
Just do the big play.
Gazaris attack so that we tag no matter what, and then Hurk
should be 5K exactly. Yeah.
5K even.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice. Good round 1. I mean, things went our way pretty quickly for the most part.
Yeah, favorite matchup too.
Look at this Laquari over here. This guy.
Nah, that's crazy. I didn't even notice that. You know, I don't want to do like that. Like, nah, that's crazy. I mean,
just
it's wrong. That's what
dudes.
you think.
It's like I'm not running a frog. I kind of.
That fucking guy, man.
I know.
I'm just glad I ain't seen no Dragon Ice. That card's actually annoying.
Dragon Ice is annoying. You go to Secutor, he throws Dragon Ice and attack, and you're like,
it's like, yeah, what am I gonna do?
All right, so that was round 1, 2-0. Now we got Allisdair, the other like notable frog player outside of Frazier, and then the 2 of them. Like I don't know if there's a more notable 4th.
Yeah, that's the player. Fucking frog army.
Yeah. So going first again, which is pretty nice. We also opened pretty solid here.
I opted for torrential here just to in the case there's an opening sub play, and I
Yep.
think there is one immediately.
Yeah. I think he brains. And
Yeah,
then,
because
yep.
like bottomless ain't gonna do nothing for me if that happens right there. So
Yep.
I think that's why I said
And we
torrential.
get brain out and then take out. That's great. There's something about like when you're torrentialing, especially Laquari, you're like, this is just
Mhm.
like Herc at some point. Like you don't know when it's
Yeah,
gonna happen, but this is Herc waiting for us at some point, or at worst a +1 off a quest. So
yeah,
like it feels so good because we just don't feel like we're losing a monster when that really happens.
all part of the plan.
Boom.
Get a little value there.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's nothing except for reckless, you know.
How do you know
So
that's nothing?
this Forks game one. I mean, it should be nothing.
Yeah, that's fair.
It should be.
It is Forg, so we're that makes sense. So so you just commit to using that for
Yep.
Prisma. I actually one question. You held the e-call last turn. Do you do that? How frequently do you hold e-call versus? I guess if you were normally in the quarry, you didn't want to like show them the information, but
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess it depends on how fast I wanna move, and like honestly, like I know thinning the deck's like a big deal, but like I mean, my deck was still pretty big, so I guess I just don't really care. But also, I just don't always lead with the Stratos or the Prism
mm-hmm.
play. I just don't necessarily lead with it, just depending on like the speed or the direction I need to go. And I
Yep.
actually don't remember what happened the turn before, but I
Well,
felt
that
like it was
was
the right play.
Laquari Chariot, which I think is part of the reason that you're
Oh
not
yeah,
leading
yeah, yeah.
Stratos.
The chariot was definitely needed to be live.
Yeah, and then not using the e-call is basically is keeping it as a wild card so that we can do exactly this. Like if we know we want Prisma
Yeah,
directly, we can
because
use
also
it.
like if I search right there, he knows like you said, a wild card.
Yeah.
So I trigger it, whatever.
Yep. And he does
Here
have
comes the
Gores.
guy.
We Chariot.
I got the god himself.
Mm-hmm. Does this game ever become real?
I don't think he makes it out of this. I think
Yeah.
he hangs on for a little while, but
Yeah. The only thing that
just
slows us
drawing
down.
GBs here is really good.
Yep. Literally the only thing that slows us down is if we don't draw GB and get stuck
Mhm.
behind it. But like drawing Darius there is just huge. Scoops it up. Yeah. I mean, I feel bad for him a little bit. Nothing you can do.
Yeah, a little bit.
Pretty good opening
Man,
second.
this is a really good hand.
Yeah.
I've seen trap stones all day, honestly.
Got three of them. Did you wave at all? I don't think I saw.
I don't think I drew wave. I don't know. We're going to find out, but I don't remember playing it ever.
Okay, so
So I feel good here.
yeah,
I think I did Sam and Chariot set the yard, or no, open, I guess.
yeah, this is good. Yep. I mean, basically, is you kind of have to set trap stun. You have to set chariot. You could maybe not set stun just so we don't probably lose it to a heavy in the scenario he has
Yeah.
heavy, but I mean, you're definitely setting chariot and dust shoot there. So he goes.
I just figured one of the Kaias there is just got to go. It's just two of them is just too much to deal with.
Yeah, well, especially
One, he's
because
got to,
right now you don't see how you're gonna get a second chariot.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. And he's scared of Chariot the whole time because he misses here, which the trap stun came in handy there.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, just like keeping just baiting the MS2.
Yeah. And I
What a
got
top
fortunate
deck!
drawing Bestie here.
How much did you pay? How
Yeah.
much did you pay DB for that? Jeez.
I mean, technically at this point, there's four besties in the deck.
That's true.
So like,
Two Prisma, E-Call, and Bestie. But yeah, that was. I mean, that was crazy good for us, and we know he doesn't have Gores because of Dust Shoot.
hmm
And now we feel like we only lose to Heavy, right? Like,
pretty much.
and we know he doesn't have it
Should
right
be in the
now.
bag. Should be in the bag at least.
Yeah. So he does this, obviously, just because he's trying to pop the chariot first, and thankfully, because he hasn't normaled yet. So this is one of the ways that the tricks that they have
Yeah.
is special
The old
swap,
prison here.
get Unifrog, prison coming up good.
Prison
For
makes
us.
it a lot easier there because I mean, if I have to chariot that, then the guys
Yep.
potentially could start
No reason for
moving
us
around.
not to chariot there because we're going to get it back for free anyways.
Mm.
We just stop a swap to hand, and her chariot up. And we stop Moray because we know his whole hand.
Yep.
Yep.
It's got nothing. Another GP draw there is really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just what you had one turn there where if he top decked heavy or brain because we had no discards.
Mm-hmm.
We had
that would have been
one
really
turn
bad
of,
for me.
One turn of threat, but outside of that, we were good.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, straightforward so far. 2-2-0s.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the bracket, if you really look at it, it's just kind of it's favored. Like, it's a fortunate bracket. I say.
That's how mine.
As far as like the matchups.
Mine was the same way. I lost to you in Swiss. I think everything else was a very favored matchup, and then I lost to what's his name on Swifty on quick draw and top cut too.
Yeah, quick draw. Sheesh.
Our exits were both very similar from this tournament.
I got Sugar here. This is a buddy from another North Carolina goat. Shermile. But yeah, good friend. He plays a lot of bird decks, so I assume it was Blackwing.
Plays bird decks and Machina.
So, what did I open with? What are those two?
You opened Stun and Torrent.
Yeah, I couldn't decide if I wanted Torrent here, but I think too long,
I think I would have Torrented here, just because I want to push this off the board.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was just like, maybe I can utilize the stun in a nice way, and I kind of got. But I had also got word that he was on those things, 7 tools. But so I don't know.
Yeah, if you knew he was on 7 tools, that makes sense. I think. See, I'm torrentialing because I'm envisioning Prisma, Dump Laquari, or Bestiari into Secutor attack through this stun.
Yeah.
And by not torrentialing, you're opening up a potential scenario that doesn't work. I think it still does end up working out, but that's like my thought process and why I'm torrentialing. And also, I'm not going to end up using torrential later because I'm about to take the board and I don't plan on ever using it.
No, that's way to go.
No. Definitely got to stun in advance here. I agree with that entirely at that point, which was key.
Fine, yeah.
So we end up, I think, trading ultimately the same cards.
Yeah, this kind of just fortunate, honestly. Yeah. It didn't work out that way. But your route is absolutely right, though. I left the dude out here.
Yep.
I mean, I just felt like it was fine. But
yeah, no, I think this is fine. I mean, the other option
if he walks, I'm good. Like, if he's walking, it's really good for me. So.
Yeah. The other option, is a Quest Darius. You could have gone Ready Ari Darius or Ready Ari.
Yeah, I did think that too. But I was just also like, I don't think he has. I don't think he has world. I would at the moment. So
yeah, I would usually opt for how you did it there as well. I think remove the spell I might have to negate instead of the first dark. I think I lean that direction.
With the chariot, I don't really care what he makes.
Yeah, we're actually kind of fortunate he ends up trying to blizzard this first.
Yeah.
Surely because I think. I mean, I get why he has to read what this is, but we're pretty fortunate because Sirocco normal here does complicate this a little bit. Attack, and we just recover the chariot, I assume. Yep.
Yes, sir. I'll take that back. I think I set 2 here, maybe. Yeah.
Set book in that. Yeah, and book is definitely the set over chariot versus Blackwings.
The old turn skipper.
He is at 2 darks now, so this is the first turn we're starting to think like that. We don't know, but we're definitely starting to think that's crossing our mind. But that's why book is so good because we're pretty damn sure that these aren't spells at this point, right? So we're like, okay, we need 1 negate depending on the way top decks, and this is the prime. I mean, plays out the prime way of why we set book and not prison because we just turn skip him and we have game. Yeah, that was a nice
deck.
Nice game 1 for us. Best deck, GBs. Look at these DD Crows. Damn.
Yeah, I didn't see. I think I saw 1 here because he gets rid of it, and I was like, oh, fucking sure. But 2, I did not expect him to have 2. I think I find that out game 3 it is too.
Yeah.
So spoiler, I lose this one.
Tell me where I jacked up at.
Oh, that seems fine to me. I mean, you could have gambled on a bestiary, but I don't know if we want to yet.
Too scared.
If we had a better next plan, if we do lose the bestiary, I would say maybe that. But with Trapstun taking care of Icarus, I think it's probably fine.
Yeah. I don't know how to do it right now. That doesn't matter anymore. But
Yeah, I mean, if they run the narrow counter trap, they run the narrow counter trap.
yeah, I knew that was there somewhere. Where there was a good chance that it was there. So I think that's why I said like all the traps basically.
Mm-hmm. If I will say, if you strongly thought this, I'm much more likely to maybe throw out Bestie too.
Just try to grab one.
Yeah, just because if I'm basically saying one of them's not bottomless, then one of them, one of the other ones has to be. I might be more confidently taking a rip at it, but I don't know for sure. It's just something to think about. I think, especially because we did have good traps to back Bestie up if he did survive.
You're right.
Again, I'm not saying it's right to go bestiary, but that's at least that's the pro side of the conversation on it. Fisher.
Fisher was going crazy for him.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, I think we gotta just do that. Agree with that. I agree with that personally, honestly, because we need to slow him down. We kind of at this point assume no traps again, so it's just the fact that he had the Fisher.
If I Bestie there, he's just like moving even faster with a shirt. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, any normal.
And this is where I'm at now. So, like, literally what I was worried about happens.
Yeah. But if you go Laquari, you just normals this, searches Gale, and does the same thing. It's even worse for us.
Yep.
Yeah, we just weren't going to win that one. Nothing. Trapstone not doing its job today.
Yeah.
We probably knew this was 7 tools as soon as he finally attacked into that.
Yes.
Yeah. So honestly, I'll say this: the only time, again, not the only time, because right, if 7 tools stop something in the right moment, it feels good. However, the only times that I view it as like really worth it is when it hits my Trapstun. That's
Trapstun.
Because it just
is what it's there for, honestly, against us. I mean,
yeah,
what else does it want to stop?
It can be bad.
I mean,
so oppression. That's brutal.
Yeah, I kind of knew that was oppression.
You kind of scooped it up a little faster, right?
A little bit. Here's the game from hell. Jeez.
Yeah. So a lot of monsters here. Special, okay.
Here I felt good. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I certainly wouldn't think he had Fisher still, but I guess there's no reason for him to use it.
Yeah.
It is crazy that if he doesn't exactly have the Fisher in the moment, his whole hand is dead.
He's dead. But fortunately for him, I have nothing but monsters.
Yeah. He makes a big mistake here, I think, staying small.
Not fucking synchroing?
Yeah. At least, like, I get this first turn, but...
You're telling me you got Kalut now, which is kind of important.
Yep. We happily eat the Kalut with Strauss, so that's good. Strauss getting some value. I mean, at this point, though, we're like, what? We feel like there's a 10% chance we win this game? Like, it feels so narrow right now.
Was that the Mermillo draw, number 2? Just keeping track of Mermillo draw.
I don't know if it's second or first Mermillo
I think
draw.
that was.
So he makes a mistake here, right? He pumps, and he thinks this is game dropping the Kalut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have enough there. But, I mean...
It's close.
The other option is just save the Kalut, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, he definitely should have just saved the Kalut since it wasn't game.
Yeah,
but
if you're not gonna win right there.
He just missed the math by 150. So we're still thinking we're probably gonna lose, but at least now we know he doesn't have another Kalut, or else he would have just dropped it again. So this is actually where he really messes up because he stays small here.
Yeah.
So there's literally no reason for him not to make Stardust right now. So that's like a big mistake that he makes here because it gives us a prayer.
He got a little flustered after the miscalculation.
So
Tiger's good there.
Tiger's incredible there. Obviously, he is Crow, so we're like, okay. We get really unlucky here because your Quarry and Mermillo are
in my hand. Yes, I was so.
we can't.
So the play is So it's even funnier because like we just skipped past it, but like he immediately does think when I pull out Darius before I even target. So I'm like, okay, he has Crow. So I'm like, well, do I take Bestie or do I target Bestie or do I target Laquari? And I think, well, he has two Crows like here, right? Was that crazy?
Yeah, he
So
crows the best.
it doesn't matter. But in the sense that he has one Crow, if I think I'm going to lose Bestie anyway, and I obviously I have to realize that I have the second Laquari in my hand, which I did. I was kind of tilted at this point. But anyway, like I had to know that I had a second Laquari. So I think I need to target Laquari because like, does he crow it? You know what I'm saying? Or does he save it for the bestie?
Right.
So like, because I don't know if he's gonna crow it there because like, what's that gonna do? Like I just have two guys that are smaller than Sirocco. So then I get the attack and I could
Attack into the Laquari.
if he's not seeing the play, I can put that same Laquari back out. But
Yeah.
that was a misplay on my part, but I mean, it just kind of worked out anyway. But anyway, he has two crows, so it kind of doesn't matter. Kind of doesn't. But.
Yeah, because I think he's using. I think regardless of target, he's because he has two, especially he's using both, regardless of what you target there. But yeah, that would have been a good play if we like had thought about that fact. If Darius target Laquari, let's say Bestie was already banished. In this scenario, there is a world like Darius target Laquari is like actually fairly good potentially. But yeah, so like at this point we're just like, what? It feels like 70% of his deck means we lose like immediately.
Yeah. I'm not happy right now, especially when he's like, wait a second.
We get fortunate though. He can't Cyber Dragon. This is like
a free turn.
Yeah, so this is an important thing that you do here. Talk about either like using this Book of Moon proactively to out this, or using it the way that you use it.
Yeah. So you do it here, set the book, and obviously it has to be Laquari, I think, because this is just the start to potential hurt.
Yep.
And I basically, if I dodge or draw there, I get to save my guy, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have two bodies next turn if I get to dodge or draw there, and we do.
Yep. And we essentially we steal a turn from him, basically, I feel like, by not booking on our turn. Again, we're fortunate he doesn't draw monsters and stuff like that.
So he tributes to keep the guy on attack, obviously, which leads me to believe that back row's nothing. But
so we draw Tiger. We have no Bestiari.
Tiger, no Bestie. So assume it's nothing, but I mean, can we afford it to be no Bestie? Can't blow anything up, so you got to make booty butt naked hurt and send it because the back row doesn't matter.
Right. Well, and like, I mean, the big thing that we're playing around is like, we know Icarus is dead. We know all the MST tornado stuff is dead. For me, it kind of comes down to we can't destroy with Bestiari. So there's like the logic of, summon traps are probably going to hurt us no matter what anyways. So let's just treat it as not a summon trap. And the best way it feels like to take advantage of a non-summon trap is to attempt to go to hurt.
Yes.
There is a world where we go Murmillo, I could see an attack. But again, I still just don't like it as much without Bestiari available. Mirror Force is right there. Prison's there.
All the battle traps are still available. And it's just, I mean, they don't look too good, but I mean, if all monster hand, I'm going to have the biggest monster fight. The best one. All those spells rely on hurt, baby.
Yeah, so it's maybe a moderate amount of, a small amount of risk once the target of Murmillo goes through for us to not Murmillo the Cyber, because we open up a world where something happens and we can never out the Cyber. I think the Darius into the Herc size, I think that's what I would have done too. And now, once we get the Herc on the board, we know we feel great because there's
can't start drawing
essentially no single card out to us at that point. And
all right, we get fortunate here,
one thing I thought of watching this is actually like, even if he did have Kalut, because actually normally I think if you have Kalut, you just have to out the Herc immediately. But in this case, he literally couldn't, or else Laquari just runs over him. But then there's also the world of like, he needed, like, if he drops Kalut on his turn, similar to the way we use Book, it blocks off the whole turn. So I get that. And if we attack with Herc specifically, we don't die. We would have had 50.
It's a guarantee he didn't have Kalut anyway, just because he passed and just didn't attack over the Laquari. So.
Yeah. Well, solid game, match 3 there. 3 for our first
Yeah.
loss, but
7 tool sucks.
7 tool sucks. Take it to the bank. All right, we got Jonouchi. Jonouchi, well-known instant
zombie guy.
Zombie guy.
No, former zombie guy. Sorry, we got the new one.
Former, Eggera is the new zombie guy.
Eggman. Eggman's the new one.
New one. Okay. I don't know how Jonouchi's going
I like this hand a lot.
It's pretty
Against
good.
known zombies. I think I'd try to send it into a Sam Knight just like early, just to see if
Damn.
it pays off, because I have 2 tigers. Don't know if that's what you would have did. But
I'm not doing that. I'll tell you that.
I know you're not.
I'm just attacking. But I get what you're going for. I'm probably Stratos Search Prisma Set Torrential. I don't know what I'm doing there for sure.
That's
it's
probably
tight.
fine too. I mean, yeah. It plays better with round turtle.
Using tigers that aren't guaranteed is just never, almost like, unless it's desperation, I just very rarely do that. Just because we threw we basically just played -1. There's the Book of Life. Okay. So now you just do the same thing again, right?
Yeah. It's like it didn't work the first time.
Now the back row's gone.
Sometimes I take my guy, we tag out, and what do we get?
Yeah, Laquari.
Big guy.
Mm-hmm. So he doesn't know this is Chariot.
Nope.
Yep. So I think not charioting is correct.
I don't know if he's reading it either.
I mean, I think especially if you think on the Goblin Zombie, all of a sudden he's gonna read it.
Oh yeah. For
So I think like really quickly being like that's fine is helpful. Yeah, because of if you had thought on Goblin Zombie for a while, like all of a sudden he knows you have it and he just attacks probably. So this is really important for us there.
I think I get the book here, which is obviously the best draw.
Yeah,
probably.
Book literally clears these two.
Again, that look right here.
We take it. We take it.
Oh yeah, little Mermy Mern, let him hang out.
Nice. Oh my gosh.
I mean,
I guess
he called.
He
the hero,
stacked
baby.
this, so he knew he was drawing that. So we did have a somewhat of an opinion that it wasn't going to be like an incredible draw for him.
Yeah, especially if you just use dad and like plague and shit.
This game.
Oh, Herc Chariot.
We always love to see it. I think our opponents do too.
I've seen a lot of chariots.
Why didn't we tag there?
This one.
Why didn't we tag there?
What do we do?
You just ready RA attacked and pass, set chariot, then pass.
I don't know. Was I distracted? I didn't tag.
You didn't tag. I mean, it's bottom.
Oh, he had a back row, right?
Yeah, so you might just be like, I want to keep.
Yeah,
One of the specific.
I think
reasons,
he probably just. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Versus Pyramid Turtles fuck us here because Pyramid Turtle just like suicides and then goes into whatever zombie he wants.
Well, this game too. I don't assume that he would have any. To be honest, like.
I don't think.
Personally,
I don't play zombies enough to know on my side.
I play Sasha a little bit on him, and I'm pretty sure he comes out of Turtles, but
I don't think they eliminate all the turtles though. I think Turtle's too important to what they're doing, but I could be wrong on that. If there's a good zombie player out there, put it in the comments because I don't know the answer. I'm assuming that they're not
all three of them
out.
about to chime in.
Yeah, all three. I'm assuming they're not all out of the deck if they're in the first place. Personally.
Yeah.
But,
so that probably made the obviously like the not optimal play, I guess. But I think I just didn't want to lose a guy.
I mean, saying I want Chariot live is very reasonable. The only thing is, if there was more like if it was value, I think it's even more reasonable because there's Arma's Graphers and stuff like that. Zombies, and I don't think it's, especially with nothing else developed yet on the board, I think it's not as important. And then using the body of the GB as an MST if it's bottomless, I think is valuable. But that's just my initial thoughts.
The only thing now, I'm trapped behind this fucking chariot
Yep.
with the gores in hand, just hanging out.
That smashing's good.
Yeah, Smash was pretty good there. Yeah.
Yeah. Solid.
Get a little more damage in, maybe. Nope. You did your job, Cyber. I also don't think he's Cyber because we played 6 games and I saw 0.
Why did you torrential and not bottomless this?
What was it? I want to take the other monster.
But you're also pushing Besh to the grave. I mean,
the bestie I
Book
didn't
of
care
Life
about
is-
yet. That's probably like the ideal location, honestly, because I'm still thinking there's a bottomless and I can't safely flip it.
mhm.
I knew that. Well, I was reading that as bottomless from turn
Yeah.
1, basically. But I don't know. Is torrential better or not here? I think it was the idea of like I could take.
I guess if
whatever
you
that is
think
with
it's
me and then
Pyramid
get my
Turtle,
Geiger.
if you do think it's Pyramid Turtle maybe too, then you're taking that out without a plus for him. I think because I don't have another GB yet, I think I would prefer to bottomless here, and then torrential chaining too if that's like a trap set or something.
If it's necessary.
Yeah, because he set this into this already, so he kind of showed us that he wasn't going to attack with that. I feel like already.
Mm-hmm.
So that's I think to some degree my logic on it. Whether or not that's right is not necessarily true, but I think I would bottomless first and then see from there.
Yeah.
And then we get really unfortunately punished that way. That's fine. A little Murmillo action. Oh, we go for Sam. I think you're supposed to Murmillo there if we've read that as bottomless the whole game. I think you're supposed to Murmillo and then chariot it.
Maybe I started losing faith. Can't remember.
That could be true.
Losing faith that it was bottomless. Not that anything changed to show me that it's not, but
yeah. Because then we get chariot out of the way to uncover our gores as well. Like it's like, and then we go a quest to hit chariot, and then if hit chariot or ready Ari, and then we can decide if we want to reset the chariot or not. If he doesn't get bottomless, or we just stay naked and get a chance to drop gores. I think we're probably still losing this setup no matter what, though.
well, maybe not if Gores gets out there.
Yeah, I mean, if Gores gets out there, we definitely.
Well, I mean, actually, he does end up making it, but
Yeah, we end up having him out there because of the heavy storm, but yeah,
which is just a fortunate draw.
he needed Mizuki to make some of that happen though. So the search of the block of that is
Mizuki was
relevant too.
the key, yeah.
Okay, he has Pyramid Turtle in. Ugh, always stealing our guys, man.
That's always their opening play. Just give me your
just
cards.
it's like, man, like let me have my dudes.
So
We book it. That was just kind of like we didn't really care about protecting damage. It was just kind of we're gonna book him anyways, so why not save damage then? Too?
yeah, whatever I'm doing next turn, I'm gonna start with this book, probably.
Yep. That so he gets 2.
This is where it was just like, fuck it, let's hurt.
Yep, because it's gonna be Herc and just 1 discard.
Yeah, just because I gotta set the.
You gotta play the.
I gotta play the book. Excuse me. Yeah.
He doesn't activate Kaiku effect here. He could technically.
Yeah, I think he just forgot. I think that whole like.
I mean, he honestly
did.
Did he know that this was Chariot? He honestly may not have done it.
It could be. He should be reading Chariot by now. I think after what he's saying.
Ultimately, it probably doesn't matter. We're not talking about GBs or anything, but Call of the Haunted on these is obviously really good. So he probably should have activated.
I don't think I'm gonna. Wait, no, yeah, he should have activated. But I think him putting it in his hand at misclick whatever fucked him up right there.
Mm-hmm.
Got that. He's got to try that, I guess.
I mean, we're definitely in a scary-ish position at the moment with all the life left for him. We draw a GB, don't we? Yep.
Oh yeah, of course.
GB.
Kept drawing bested.
That was the key. Any GB in the
yeah.
deck besides a quest was the key there, because that gives us the chariot back and guarantees the game.
Mm-hmm. Lose that guy, doesn't matter.
Attack.
Mm-hmm. Your turn. Oh, this is good here.
Yeah, I don't think they have anything, unless they have... This is a scenario where the only thing that they might have defense high enough to not be cleared by Prisma is Snowman Eater. So that means that would already be killed by Chariot. So the Prisma attack guarantees game this turn, basically.
Yep. So small guy and big guy.
Love it.
Let that go.
Ba-boom. Got him. Jonouchi. Buried him in the graveyard.
For now. He returns.
To rise again.
Yeah.
All right, we got Deroa up next. This is a really quick one, right?
Who's he playing?
He's playing Fairies.
Oh yeah, Fairy, you rage quit on me.
He did rage quit.
He quit too early.
He quit way earlier in game 2 than he had to. I understand. I think he thought he was losing.
To be honest, I didn't even know what I was doing that second game when he quit. I was like, I don't know if I even sent back the right card, but
yeah,
I probably did. But
Fairies are always tough for me. Like we do have overall a better matchup into it, but this Herald Orange Light just comes out of nowhere. You can't read it sometimes.
Yeah, kind of knew he was there, or not knew it, but so you gotta assume he's there, kind of.
Yeah. The one thing I will say,
I got a cat in Prisma, and the hand's still powerful, so like.
Yeah, and the one thing here is like, the only times I really am okay feeling like triggering Herald is when it's putting them down to like one card in hand or 0 cards in hand. And now I'm like, okay, you may have like that was good for you. However, if I have 4 cards and you have none, like I'm gonna probably win.
He's also got no back row, and I still got this solve that I think I sit on until like the perfect moment or something.
I don't even know if you're even using it.
The old AJT, don't use it until you need to. I guess he just doesn't draw any fairies.
Is that why he goes to time? He just doesn't need to do anything until time, right?
Yeah. He doesn't draw a fairy there, which is very unfortunate for him.
Yep.
In his all fairy deck. Because he couldn't with Grease, honestly, if he draws fairies there. Get this guy.
Mm-hmm. And then we just a quest. Here, someone send us replay to Pro Storm, because this is a rare. The best secondarius would have been. This is a prime example of why I really am like not big on I don't feel very strongly that I need the secondarius, because I'm like, we don't lose this game. It's just we have to play it a little bit differently for a turn. It's a worse turn for sure, no doubt. But like, unless I'm losing the game because of these consistently, it's not the same thing. So we don't even use the Solemn there. He just summons the Herald.
Let him take it.
Look it up.
Yeah.
Yep. Perfect play.
It's had to be Herald, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, this is one of those ones where as soon as we draw a GB, we feel pretty damn good.
Yeah, it's on the pop. Here I send back Herald.
Yep.
Guess that's right.
100%. I think it's right.
It's like the only thing that's doing something. So
Herald is, we don't have Chariot. If we had Chariot, maybe you start to consider other options, but like Herald is all we care about there. So
Sam Knight on the way. That's all I'm thinking. I'm like, maybe we get a Sam off. But this is a lot better.
Yep.
It's
kind of nice we got that all happened in that chain.
Yeah, so there, what do you think? Because what's that set? It's book, right?
This is, yes.
Yeah, so I guess I just wanted to keep the book, obviously, just like for some defense. So I used the second tiger to get right back to the Secutor.
Yeah, I mean,
that's probably right?
Yes. I'm keeping book there. I'm trying to think if there's a world where, I think I'm just keeping book. I just prefer the interactive card. It is funny how often book or tiger is like a choice. Like, which one are you keeping? But yep, I agree. The only thing I might have done, I may have booked it and used the tiger and gone for Sam Knight because we know his hand.
So I did. I considered that.
That's
I considered it, but I was just like, I don't know. I just
But
I
also-
felt until like I want to hurry up.
yeah, but Sekitor with
But maybe I wasn't even gonna.
Sekitor with book. That's the thing actually because we know his hand, so we know like set bottomless Sekitor. I mean, maybe you probably just search a Sam Knight and Laquari here. Set
Sekitor was
bottomless.
I was gonna get a ready Ari out for sure, just make sure Soul stays dead. Not that it was gonna do anything, but
Yeah,
just to keep Soul dead. I was probably gonna ready maybe.
yeah. So
I
maybe
know
like
that was
ready
in front
Sam
of my
Knight
mind.
set bottomless and nothing else. Well, ready Sam Knight actually would be an issue then. I don't know, but either way we got a lot of options there. I would think I'd probably get to the point where Sekitor is getting I think I'd probably get Sam Laquari myself and let Ready Ari go for a turn, and then see where we go. Because I think the expectation is he goes D-Elk, I book it. Even if he gets Valhalla into something big, I bottomless it. And then the Sam Knight searches the Chariot next turn. Dun, dun, dun.
The good news is we didn't have to figure it out.
We did not. He just scooped it up. Hey, you guys want to watch a really fast game next?
Wait, which one's this? Oh God, it might be the easiest one all day. Honestly.
It was.
I ain't gonna lie, it was pretty simple, but we play a lot of bigger stuff. So
We play a lot.
and
We just play
it doesn't-
super quick.
Yeah, there's not a lot of skill points, honestly, or periods in the game where we got to think too hard.
It is the grossest match in the format, I feel like. It's just not good. I mean, I have a bunch of monsters. I think is ultimately what feels like the big difference here.
For the viewers,
Like
we called each other for this match, so
Yeah.
I had to hear all the emotions.
So we're not chatting. Yeah, everything's quick because we're just chatting. Because like, I mean, you're just not gonna win this from my perspective on here. And
Oh no,
and
yeah, we
it,
had like
it
opposite
takes
hands.
it takes you messing up for this to go wrong, essentially.
Yeah, we had opposite hands. Mine had a lot of interactive cards. You had
Yeah, like
No,
even if I had
first-
like another book and attacked Gazaris, you could choose to let Gazaris die and then call it immediately to pop something,
everything with me.
or you could compulse depending on what you want to do in the moment.
Yeah, there's no winning that. Honestly.
yeah,
I don't even know what you could draw to even get back in. Are you right?
I don't even like. I mean,
I mean, heavy. I guess. I don't think I had
need-
nothing, right?
You didn't have anything to stop heavy, but I needed heavy and something else, so it was done. I mean, both of our hands are like my hand's not bad here, but it's not good enough.
I'm gonna attack.
I was sad. I remember being
I
sad.
got to, man. I got to keep that my only card that can do something.
hmm
You messed up my brain play before though. You compulse.
Yeah,
That would've
because
been
you were gonna
funny.
Gazar. You're gonna probably double Laquari Cyber.
That's where we get greedy right here.
This
Pure greed.
this is insane what you do here. So I have book and trap hole here,
Yeah.
and I can't believe
Let's
that
go.
you summoned that. I'm just like, what are you doing right now?
What you gonna do?
Apparently, this does at least force you to just go Gazaris.
Yeah. And now he's by himself, and you need exactly that.
Exactly that.
There it is.
But then you have exactly this.
Yeah, this is crazy.
It's so bad. Like it's such a gross mirror. I mean, I scooped. I didn't technically have to scoop quite yet because
No, he did.
like cat off the top flips the board.
I mean, Prisma, Cyber yourself.
Yeah, this is actually wrong.
Wait, then I had just tagged, right?
Solemn-
What?
You're getting you had tagged. You never even tagged in because
I never got to pull it out. Okay.
This is the draw that I had next. So
Yeah.
I just milled these three.
Oh yeah.
So like literally at the moment I needed to draw Laquari or another cyber, and
Mhm.
and I'm able to take the board back. But I don't know. Didn't killed me. Killed me. All right, Cold Madness up. We got 3 matches left, and we're going. We got the
Oh,
ships.
this is ships, man. Shout out to ships.
So we
So
both played him.
minorly controversial moment, but he was cool.
What was the controversial moment? I guess we'll see.
Yes, I'll show you. Yeah.
Okay. We dust shooted this.
Yeah, that shot. I don't know what I just sent back, but I guess it's like the only card they could do.
it
So,
was,
it was El
it
Talon.
was
He had no
Elton.
cards that could do
Yeah.
anything at the moment, but El Talon is just annoying and a lot harder to deal with than guys.
So this is the type of moment where I'm just like dust shoot shines is when you have a mid to plus hand, and trap dust shoot shows you that they can't stop you. That's when trap dust shoot is just insanely valuable because you just go from having to play one way to being like, oh, I'm just gonna go
do
kill
whatever
it.
I want. Yeah. Like I know the path is clear. Like you know exactly what to do.
The path to losing and the path is very clear. So you just do nothing that the path to lose happens.
Mm-hmm.
So this is just wild. Scoop it up.
Yeah, I just left him out. This game, 62, I think.
I think
he
he scoops on attack.
Yeah, he does the math right here, and it's
Yeah.
62, I think.
That's just gross. So that was a non-game, which is nice. To be, this is also one you both have already topped at this point.
Yeah,
Because
I think that game one's playing out the same way for him either way because he had no cards that could do anything. Like,
yeah, I agree. Like
he couldn't commit to the board.
whether or not
he
you
needed
knew
a
what
machine
he
to get
had.
it popping.
Yeah, agree. This is like a hand that we should win against. I would think it might get annoying because these can be annoying for a little bit.
Yeah,
But we have this, which is nice.
yeah. Triple Prison been good against freaking Card Trooper, the bane of my existence.
Yeah, I prisoned some troopers on the day too. So he sided in a Sirocco. I guess they run Sork.
I assume so because at some point I already or something just because I'm scared of. I think it is that Sirocco. I end up already later. Because I didn't know if Sork was in there or not, but I don't know why you wouldn't.
Yep. Set the yard.
It's already a jank deck, so. Here I just say whatever. He opts to attack, so the prison works out.
Yep.
Get that in there. Worked out. You think he misses here? Or does it hit the best option?
Any consideration to compulse Bestie?
I thought about it for like a second, I think. And I just left him there. Because, I mean, I don't know. I don't see him getting banished in his deck. Like, I mean, somehow. Like, with him having no... I don't know what monsters he has outside of, like, Cyber Dragon. But, I mean, he obviously comes right back out here. But
Well, you know he has Caius. Because we saw the Caius.
No, I mean, I know he has Caius. I'm saying, like, but ways to put him online immediately. But...
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's
Which, I don't know. Should he have tried?
I mean... It's worth considering. I don't know, honestly. Black Cyber Dragon coming up big for Chimera Attack over here.
Yep.
For everyone out there, there's the local jokes. One of our friends just suddenly started calling the Cyber Dragon the Black Cyber Dragon. and so it's lived on as a joke permanently for us. But
It's forever Black Cyber Dragon.
So the Black Cyber Dragon is taking out the White Cyber Dragon here for Chimera Attack.
Yep.
Pretty good.
Let's go.
So Lila attack.
Oh, this is where the thing happens.
Okay. What's happening?
So he attacks, he goes calc. We did it in fast forward, but I sat there for a second and was like, do I say something or not? Because like I don't think he knows this, but also like how long you been playing these how many rounds did you
You're
do
in
this
round
not
7.
knowing that you can't do this?
Oh,
That's what I'm saying. And it was like it's also like this is a 1K, you know what I'm saying? Like but and then like I hear Fraser on the stream talking to like, uh-oh. And he basically saying something like, you should know what your cards do, blah, 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 and stuff like that. So I was just like, you can't use that, bro.
Yeah.
And
That's I think
he was cool about it, though. You feel me? Like,
yeah. It does seem like he's cool about it.
yeah.
So you kind of felt like you were sharking a little bit, but
yeah, for sure. But then like he goes like for real question mark, and I'm like, okay, he also maybe he just doesn't know, and it gets even weirder because then he says like later on he's just like, yeah, I'm just sleepy. I'm supposed to do it in damage stuff. I'm like, well, did you know it or did you not know it? Like, I don't know. He's cool either way.
Yeah, I mean it's good on him for not getting too frustrated there. I do agree. Like, obviously at a locals, like I'm sure you're just like, no,
Yeah,
it's
for
fine.
sure. Like if it's just,
But
I mean, this could be
I mean, it's
a
like
ladder
the
match, and I'll do it. I tell them it's fine.
probably the only real reason to not do it here is because you've already topped, but also that you're gonna go 7-0, which kind of feels nice and Swiss too.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that did.
So I ain't gonna lie, it felt pretty good.
Yeah, man.
So we got Solemn with him down to 1,100 points here. We feel and guaranteed game through anything here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So the heat runs over.
Scoop
I'm
it
cool
up
with
territory.
it. That's everything.
So why did we smash there?
I don't know. What's he got in grave?
Because you can't
Successor
skill
doesn't do
successor
anything.
on you can't skill successor on your opponent's turn, right?
I think you can't.
No,
You
it's
can't do the turn he hits the
it's
grave.
during
But
your
it can't be
turn.
like trap stun or something. But
During your turn,
it's not
except
big
the
enough
turn.
either way.
Yeah, so he has to be on his turn even to use the graveyard effect.
Yeah, Smash was just probably just not
I
necessary.
do, man.
But
I remember these two guys. Didn't they gain from each other on the field? Isn't that how they worked?
from the show, they're like busted, man. I can't remember, but they were a problem.
Like my Yu-Gi-Oh deck in like elementary school, I had these, and I remember that. But yeah, I mean, Solemn, we're just attacking for game and feeling pretty good about ourselves here. Excellent.
Yeah. Shout out ColdMadness, man. Riding the ships out. The ship deck, I ain't gonna lie, that might be the best skill successor deck in anything.
It might be.
Finally found its place.
Those ships, these we didn't even see.
I don't think I saw any ships. Yeah, like
we saw a mill. I don't think you drew any. Ships are
Yeah.
wild. Something about I don't know what it is. They don't seem like they're Yu-Gi-Oh cards to me, but
some of them are
They
crazy,
are.
man. They got the fire one. You could just summon them. He's 2,400. That's it.
that's wild.
All right. So now we
got
make
two
it
more.
to.
We're going Jonouchi round 2. Jonouchi is rising from the grave to
Yep.
meet us in top cut here. So now we're in top 8. Feeling pretty
Oh,
good about the
zombies this
matchup
turn.
in top 8 again. This is where I
Oh,
lost.
sure.
I lost in top 8 to also a rematch
Sorry,
that
brother.
I had. We both actually kind of lose the game 3s we get Stardust open against. Spoiler alert. Stardust before we can do anything ourselves, and it's rough.
Mm-hmm.
Nice dust sheet open.
Yeah, get Mizuki out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice little start here. Get that out of here.
Yep.
Sure. Because what do you search? I think he's gonna search plague, right? Because he has.
We
brain.
know
I
his
that.
hand right
Yeah.
now, right?
Yeah, I know his.
Yeah,
I know his whole hand. So that's like he's gonna go plague, right? He has to.
Yep. And so we just are
But
able to.
the thing is, like, is he gonna brain or instant fusion? He instant fusions, which is fine with me because now I just book. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. That was quick.
Yeah. Trap that shit. I drew a lot of trap that shit on 43. I ain't gonna lie. Just.
Yeah, I mean we've seen it. Yeah, we've seen it quite a few times here.
But we still have not seen Cold Wave. Don't forget.
Yeah, we still haven't seen. I think you're right. I don't think we've seen Cold Wave one time.
Not even seen it is crazy.
Right.
Like, not even looking at it. And I wanted it so bad.
So we chariot
Anyway.
that.
Is that right?
I mean, it's not It's a little scary to. There's some scariness factor because we're gonna have. I mean, obviously, Compulse helps. I think there's something to be said about keeping the chariot into the next turn, but the Sangan search is probably Goblin Zombie. I don't know what he searches for.
Something?
It's
I don't
not
know. It's
Reaper.
something. I think I just didn't want to figure it out, maybe. Or I can't remember what I was thinking at the
That's
time.
fair.
But
It's probably Goblin Zombie, I think. Maybe Plague, but probably Zombie. And
something that can speed up his hand is like the bigger problem. It's just,
yeah,
I don't know. That deck's just scary, man. You don't know when it's about to pop off.
it's yeah. I think it's tight about what our decision is.
Good meals there for me.
What we mill.
Bunch of
Oh,
nothing.
no,
He milled a bunch of nothing.
Yep. We just don't have a GB. This is the main problem.
Yeah. Didn't want to commit too many cards here. Just
Yeah,
gotta
it
take
kinda
these.
Sucks. That's really unfortunate.
Where I just
Yeah.
just struggling. And that takes me back to the Sam night where I didn't compulse on what I could have. I was like,
Yeah.
surely I'm gonna get a guy,
Yeah.
but that happens to me a lot. I don't save my guys all the time when I could, especially when I'm low. That's like the first thing you taught me. I was like,
I don't.
if you
Yeah.
don't got a lot of them, probably take one.
Yeah.
If you don't got any, definitely take one. But
It's a.
as you can see,
Sometimes you just get lucky calling it right. Sometimes you
mm,
get unlucky calling it wrong. But
this is a
I save
beautiful
things a
man in
little
my
bit
opinion.
less than I think I see other people sometimes. But sometimes you gotta just take it back
Hmm.
because you just don't want to get caught like you just had. You just had 3 or 4 turns in a row. You just like without a monster. If you draw a monster, everything's different. But if you don't have one, you don't have one. Okay. Okay.
Just a little Sammy Sam.
Yep. Yeah, I like this protect under trapstone protection. I like that, and the chariot's just going to be very good for us here. And
Yeah.
do we go see my quest? Yeah. So we just
I don't,
Tiger was just
I don't
like,
know if it meant anything, but like when he trap stunned before, obviously to like stop turn off chariot, I was like, how bad did he need to search there? Like, now how ass is
that's
his hand?
yeah.
That's all I started thinking was just like, how bad is his hand if he has to guarantee this search right now?
Mm-hmm. It's either that or he like has heavy storm maybe or something. One of those two are like the read derivatives there.
Yeah. And he also has like this. He opened the second trash stun, so I guess one was kind of expendable. Doesn't
Mm-hmm.
really matter. Yeah. This game gets tricky for me at least. All right.
I think I'm just charioting there.
Which one? What just happened? Sorry.
He just zombie mastered effect.
Oh,
Chariot's free clear of both of them.
yes.
I think we're supposed to just chariot that because I guess you were scared of Dad coming down on the back end of it then, because Dad is
Well,
there.
yeah, that's what it was. It was a worry of dads. I'm trying to think because
Yeah,
the guy obviously we know he has to stay face up to resolve, but like if I
yeah,
kill him, like I guess dad's just a little hard to deal with if he has defense.
but even yeah, I think
I don't know because when I blow it and then if he drops dad, he
this is just too. This coverage. Even if he drops Dad here, we just book it or something, and I feel
yeah
like not that bad to be honest with our hand. Um,
yeah. That's the only thing that screws that is if what kind of defense does he have, to protect the dad. And I don't know.
yeah. Well, we know he probably didn't have anything last turn,
Hmm. So
based
what
on
did
how
he
he
draw this
played
turn?
it.
Yeah.
So it's
So
like he had to have drawn something this turn for him to have defense for Dad. Dad is certainly
yeah.
like in squarely in reading here.
I was scared dad just whole game
Yeah,
three
I
and
think
he
I
never had it,
chariot.
which is crazy.
I think I chariot there because it clears 2 cards and I can recycle it. And book is a very unique and valuable out versus zombies explicitly.
I think Yeah, I think Cherry was my first thought, and then like just the thought of that hit my brain, and it was like
Yeah.
panic mode, I guess, or what felt safer to me. Then we got him doing stuff here. So this is where I misplay right here.
Was it a
I think
misplay?
yes, I'm supposed to let him search. I think, and
Okay.
because I still have to clear the Brio's the problem.
Well, then he just attacks. Oh, but then Brio is bouncing this.
Yeah, yeah. So like,
Okay.
if I let that go, like he has no reason to think Cherry. I don't think right there, but like
He
I'm pretty sure
knows
he
chariot.
Brio's, and I have to clear the
He
Brio.
knows
Is
you
the
have
problem.
chariot. You searched it.
Oh, okay, okay. So I can't remember what it was, but definitely I'm not supposed to hit the Golem Zombie, I don't think. I think I'm supposed to wait for the Brio so it can just be out of the way. Because there's no way to get rid of it right now.
Yeah, but then he's just goblins on. I think you have to.
Yeah, it
I
felt
think
bad like immediately after for whatever reason. I think it's just because of the body of the Brio. Because like, does
I
he just attacks maybe, or do you think he
yeah,
bounces?
he
Because what does
just
he search? Because if
no,
he searches Mizuki, he's probably going to search Mizuki.
he's 100% searching Mizuki and bouncing that, which is I think you have to chariot that because you know he's not going to randomly use this into the known thing. He is about to attack no matter what. So you're either going
Okay.
to use chariot or not use chariot.
Yeah.
And I would rather use chariot
So I
here.
used it. But then yeah, like right after I was just like, well, fuck, what do I do about Brio? Maybe I'm supposed to wait. So no, but that's
Yeah.
fair though, because he's not gonna.
Yeah. I think ultimately still this comes down to saving the book.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying it like always feels good because yeah, Dad was live then. But I with our hand with two oversummon outs and then bottomless to set to play against him, like I just feel good
Yeah,
that even if it is Dad, we're gonna be able to take care of that.
for sure.
And book was just unique in what it could do for us in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But so we
This is
continue.
where it
Yep.
gets a little tricky here. So here's the. Oh, not here.
Yep. You had to do
Thumbs
that.
that. Let this guy get hit. Here is the question. So I don't know. Torn between a Murmillo play that ends on a Secutor and a Chariot, and this trap's not probably getting used somehow, or I'm anticipating getting used. But anyway, basically a Secutor or a Quest and a
Equestrian
Chariot,
chariot. Yeah.
and a Quest and a Chariot off of Murmillo play, or set the bestie and pray to God I get another turn, and this
Mm-hmm.
bestie's in my grave, and my back row doesn't get touched, and Gazar's next turn. Think for a very long time here, and opted on the one that leaves me in a much safer position.
Mm-hmm.
It
I
requires
think
me to gamble.
yeah, it's a gamble of a turn because I know you end up setting best. Yeah, because I mean this Brio's attacked through this back row twice,
Yeah, this
and he has trap
that,
stun.
that's a very good point. Because my first thought was just like, okay, if he does for whatever reason bounce here, my plan might be foiled because what did he draw into? You know what I'm saying? Like it just might be foiled, and I might end up having to just do the same thing I was planning to do a turn later now with him having another card. But like you said, I mean, it's more likely that he's just going to attack because he already knows the back row is basically nothing, or he's assuming it's nothing,
Yeah, and yeah,
and he does that
he does
for
that.
sure. Yep. Thought for 2 seconds, and then he attacks,
Mm-hmm.
and now we have what we need to do.
Yeah, because the end board of your last one was a difference of this turn ends in her chariot, last turn ends in a quest
Yeah.
chariot. Like,
Because the only thing I was worried about is, I mean, just like I said, like either he bounces the thing or he draws something that's just like crazier or like a Book of Life or whatever like that. And now my dude's gone. Like, I don't know.
mm-hmm.
But it worked out. The gamble paid off, and a lot of times it is this deck.
Yep, and you
Hoping
played
they hoping they
around.
do hoping they do what is logical versus
Yeah, yeah, and you played around my
some
Bias'
things.
shield there
Yep.
as well. A little bit of if you randomly had Gores, it would have been not the biggest problem in the world, but annoying. Um,
Hmm. But yeah,
and then
can't afford to get hit by my body here. It's
yeah,
literally over
I
with
mean,
if
game
that
game
happens.
ends. There's so many
Yeah.
spells here. It's interesting because we just win the game if you stay wide there. You like
Yeah.
another round of attack and tagging is just game over.
Yeah.
Um, but I think Herc is just more correct with what he could have.
I mean, that's what got me here. So if I could,
Why is his Spirit Reaper still? I'm like surprised at that.
I don't know, but he's kind of annoying sometimes. But we get the
This
guy
is
we
like
need. So
the only time I've seen him like be like this annoying. We use
so he
the
doesn't
shield.
know there's two of these guys, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So I only use the center one because that's the only one he's known, like the only known chariot. So he has no reason to believe that the other one's chariot. Here's where also a little maybe a rule shark thing, but I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, you're in top. You're in top cut. Like
It's top cut, and
he.
he shotguns his allure, knowing I got a guy that negates that allure if I wanted to. And I know you don't really have any powerful cards. And so he plays the allure immediately, draws one, and I say, whoa, whoa, and he puts it back. And I'm like, don't shuffle because everybody knows that the uh the old thing is
Yeah. If you get
if they draw it, I got to see it basically. Like
correct. Yeah. That's like
if they're not supposed to draw something, I got to see it, and then like it's kind of shitty, but it's like I'm gonna take the free information versus not negating this. So I
hmm
negate him, get the information of a smashing ground coming. So,
yeah.
but it's not my fault. I'm just playing because I don't know. It's his responsibility not to just shotgun it there.
Yeah. I definitely think like if Herc's on the board, shotgunning the resolution of any spell is crazy.
Yeah, it's actually
Like, it's
that's
like
actually bananas. So
it's
like the card on the board that is for the scenario is there. You say,
yeah.
"Fuck it," I'm assuming he doesn't care.
But I mean, we all make mistakes. He probably just wasn't thinking about it at the
Yeah,
moment.
and a lot of times the only thinking point, or the top thinking point, I guess for me personally, would hurt is a lure. Like in most
Yes.
cases, like top three is just like, am I gonna negate this or not?
I let a lure go high, very like 75% of the time. I let a lure go because unless
Yeah.
you're closing behind it immediately, it doesn't feel that good. But the smashing knowledge does help because like you knowing that you have to do another one matters.
Correct.
Or knowing that you have to take care of at least one spell like that. So,
Yeah, so I got to keep probably two in hand. Yeah.
So this is just chariot that, attack for her, confirm no.
Get the chariot back.
Cores,
Yeah.
and set.
Zuki. That's cool.
Yep. All of a sudden now he has 3 spells. What's funny is if we let the mind control go, we just win the game on the spot.
A lot of times it's like that because they always throw bait out there with no way to. Because like mind control will hurt. Like, how you gonna convert it? And do you have the right amount of cards to kill me?
Yep. So we had to let that Gale go. We didn't have to. It feels kind of weird because we have 2 chariots, and especially it feels kind of weird seeing the hand. It's like, oh, like why wouldn't you just chariot the Gale there? It feels obvious, right? But like, there's a lot of little stuff that can happen in this scenario.
He's at 1200. It's a little bit safer, but I don't know. This is where it gets really weird though, because I think for a very long time he tells me to hurry up. Shocker, but
You're
he
known for
smashes
fast
it.
play too. It's crazy.
Yeah, he smashes it. It's like, do I let him or do I negate? But yeah, for the call to haunt it to let it kill Gores because in the event that because I could call like right, I could call to do right back, but we haven't seen MST, and if the last card is MST, no, I'm in a really sticky situation.
Yeah. Which is like such a specific play around, but it also
It is,
just,
but
like,
it's like that's the card that could determine moving on to the next round. So like,
yeah,
so fuck it, lost.
got him.
Just yep, draw guy here. That's it.
Yeah, and we had game either way with attack, Herc, Krebons. I mean, I guess he might not.
He doesn't have to use it, but
I think he does.
would he?
He doesn't have to use it, but I think he would personally.
Yeah. Because then, like, he also, again, like we said, like, he still doesn't know that card's chariot, the other one. Because he uses it in hopes that he can draw something to synchro, probably.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What is he going to make? I don't know. Probably nothing. At any rate, there's some areas I probably made that game harder than it should have been.
Maybe, but we won it. That's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now we have the game versus the frenemy and eventual champion.
Egghead.
All
I
right.
love Sasha, to be clear.
Yeah, he does. He's
I'll never stop talking shit about him.
never ever. We set them all.
Yeah.
Probably didn't need to set prison and
All that.
We just probably needed to set stun and one of the 2.
Yeah, I ain't seen. I don't know. I got a little complacent. I think I ain't seen a lot of heavy this tournament, and but the guy who draws it all the time was right there.
Yeah, for sure.
Not that that's actually real, but it is with him. Yep. Not looking good.
Not looking good for us. I mean,
What's that back there again? Solid? Yeah.
it's solid. So we just lose that.
And it's ball game, yeah.
He
But here
loves
it is,
attacking
folks. This is
Stardust into this prison. We actually had a prayer here.
Yeah. We was hanging on for a little bit, because he attacks with that Stardust for whatever reason.
Yeah, that was wild. I couldn't believe it. Man,
Hey,
if it wasn't
yo, if that's not
bottomless,
bottomless, if that's not bottomless,
like it, if it's not, yeah, that's crazy. How
if
like,
that's not bottomless, it's ball game. I think. I mean, we're in a good
yeah,
spot. Maybe not ball game, but
I mean, 2400. He's a 1600 draw in Sangan. That's definitely ball game.
we're probably fine.
That's
Yeah,
ball. That's ball game. Because we're getting Laquari back in that process.
this guy, and all because part of me really wanted that Stardust attack to pay off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
So I could talk about it later. Obviously, not just to win, but to talk about it later.
All right, we open pretty good
All right.
here.
Nah, this is God hand for sure. This is a God
is.
opening.
The biggest question is like, how do you just not fuck it up?
Hey, it's like, do I? I came out like my set and everything. Am I opening with leading with Prisma dump and then just like we're trying to put this heavy online? Like, what's the best way to get this heavy online? I think we end up on. I think it's a compulse only. I think here.
Yep, I think we can pulse because we want to go into Secutor.
Mm-hmm.
So we should do it to clear the way.
Probably should have phased it there, but.
Yep.
This is just the name of the game, of course. And him with Solemn is just feels unbeatable.
I was like, I remember watching this and I was like, why did you just normal summon Zombie Master? like what are we doing in response to the Zombie Master?
That I don't know.
Yeah, just attack. We have him taken down all the way here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. That was a quick one.
Yeah, I think he just.
Man, it's almost like he wasn't. Oh my gosh.
Just trying to get some information. And this is where his deck does what it's supposed to do, so I can't be mad.
I'm mad.
I'm mad, yeah.
I'm
I
mad.
got 48 more hours to be mad. But damn, man, like, look at this hand. Look at his open with the crow on the back.
Yeah, with the crow, it's like the recovery angles covered. Like everything is covered. I mean, even that. If we had we need prison and a compulse. Sure. We need a prison and a compulse here.
Yeah. I needed to lead. I needed to compulse early for sure. But definitely something after that because
it's just I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I don't think there was any. I don't know. Y'all tell us what you think. Gotta force the prison here. Who's that chariot earlier?
Yep.
Yep, and that's a Solemn for the hurt. The only thought there was maybe trap stun right before making hurt. After all three get out successfully, or the two get out successfully, maybe trap stun. But I mean, the Diva's there. It doesn't matter.
There's consideration to trap stun at every step, but we went through the whole scenario with the Diva in hand, and we were losing no matter what.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
It's just tough. No, I mean, like, you had the God opening. You can't even lie. Like, not just groveling.
Yeah.
Playing inevitable.
There is nothing to do. It just feels so bad. It's just like, it sucks that something like this board is so hard for GBs to, because a lot of other decks you're just like, oh, I have brain control Caius or something, and you're just you clear stuff like this so easily. But with GBs, there's just a narrow set of cards to overtake it, and a lot of them involve setting them first. So,
oh man,
it's a slow.
And say I do clear this, does he have a miracle? Like, am I cooked? Like after that, just I don't know.
Yeah,
I need a lot going right to go right for me if I somehow clear this.
Mm-hmm.
Which is where Quest comes in.
Yes.
Yeah.
eQuest the best.
Imagine I having a second.
This guy tackled Stardust again into prisons.
I don't know why he did it, man.
Amateur hour. Into at least 2 prisons left in the deck.
Amateur.
And we trap stunned our own D prison. GG's.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was the run, man. How do you
That was a
feel?
run. Hey, I'm happy for it, man. First 2026 GB top, and we only gonna be playing GBs. So hopefully there's more. Thinking about San Jose now.
There's
Honestly,
gonna be
this gave
more.
me a little encouragement,
Yeah.
a little motivation.
Are we doing? When is San Jose?
I don't know, but in April. I think
Oh, in
third week of
April?
April.
You're thinking about
I
going?
think.
Damn. Okay.
I mean, it's right in the corner.
Do it. Go.
Thinking about it, thinking about it.
Yeah,
But yeah,
thinking.
that was the run, man. I'm happy about it, man. It felt good. Obviously, there's a lot of areas to grow. I'm glad we did this because I probably wouldn't watch my own replays, to be real. But
I'm glad we did it.
but yeah,
Cool. Well, any shout outs before we finish up?
yeah. Shout out to the whole NC crew. You know, they know who they are. The whole Edison Club. You know, the Underworld folks. The whole main event mafia. Obviously, the three GBs or the two GB guys, Johnson Boss and Chase, the champ, world champ Chase Simpson. Shout out Sasha Eggera, obviously. Again, the main event mafia folks, Cole Mayberry, Kyle Thomas, the whole shebang. Shout out I am Ron Lewis, that guy. Everybody, you know. Love all of y'all, man.
I love it too. Thank you. Awesome. Well, that is GB's for today. Good job again, man. Congratulations. I know this is the first of many.
So congrats to you too, man. You top 8.
Yeah, I sucked though. I got
Oh man,
I got
whatever.
chewed up.
You're just so
spit
used to it. It's like Derrick Henry, and I had so many touchdowns, it doesn't matter anymore.
out. Derrick Henry's wild, man. That guy. My favorite Derrick Henry thing is like when like he was at Alabama and Saban's telling him to block and he's like getting chewed up, and he's like, "Give me a break." All they did in high school, turn around and give me the ball and tell me to run.
Yep.
I didn't block
Derrick Henry to the
anybody.
left, Derrick Henry to the right. That's how it went. That's literally his high school highlights. And
Yeah.
all of them were touchdowns.
It's insane. Dude was like 3 times bigger than the whole field.
And not Derrick Henry though. All right, brother.
All right. See you, everybody. See you, bud.
Later.